Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. It is. What day even is it? I don't know. It is February 10th. No news Monday. Generally, the word of advice is not to trade today because it's just going to be choppy. However, I personally love trading no news. I think that the moves are way more predictable. I think that the moves are way more accurate, and we have a very clear, defined take profit down here. So this right here is something that I think is an incredible draw on liquidity. Very obvious equal lows. Market just opened. I'm looking to get in here pretty early on a short position. Probably looking at this fair value gap here, which is right there. And I'm just going to get in here for one contract. I don't want to miss it. Because I am expecting price to be pretty volatile to the downside. So I really want to make sure that I catch it, especially after we fail this. And that right there seemed like the inefficiency that's going to, grab us to it. We've already tried to reach this, so I do think we're going to have to come back down here before we come up here. Obviously price could come up here and then we just target all these, but the draw is down here with one contract that would effectively give us only about $170 worth of profit. So we definitely need to size into our position here. Um, so right there is a sweep. Like I said, I don't want to rush, but I also don't want to miss out. This is a FOMO habit. Um, And, obviously if we continue on the upwards movement, then I will be dropping my hands, I guess. I will not execute until we get up into here, which is the midpoint of this. These lines need to be yellow and dash dotted. There we go. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and queue up a couple more orders here. I just really want to make sure that I don't miss it. So, and if I do, I want to mitigate the risk. It just is a very clear draw on liquidity. I do not want to get in there too late. I do not want to miss out on the move. I'm also most likely going to be trading Robinhood options to this, as once again, that draw on liquidity is too good. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple puts here for 509. I'm in there for 5 contracts on the 525 puts. Actually did not get filled, so we're good. I am now filled. Alright, so where is my mind looking at here? We have 5 contracts on Robinhood. We are still trading futures. Right here is the most obvious. It's the overlap. This is where I would add a contract. Maybe 2 contracts. I'm going to go ahead and add them there. So now we are in here for 3 contracts. This being an overlap, I would like to see price reject off of it as it looks very heavy and then send us down into this PDA. The PDA is going to act as a stop and then we're going to have to roll back up and come back over. That is the playbook as of right now. 3 contracts will be more than enough risk to get me to my daily profit target of 600. So all in all, I just want to see this continuously move down. I do think that our draw is very high. I do think that this is a very high probability setup. We did just sweep this liquidity here, so we do need to be careful. And yeah. Last Friday, we learned a tough lesson, and that lesson was I have to believe my mental map. Uh, I went back and reviewed the footage, and I did private the video. Not to be transparent, it was a slippage day, and it pissed me off because I've had perfect risk management for the past month, and that slippage violated my risk management, but the slippage came because I did not believe my mental map. So, just so many lessons, so many reasons, so many things that could be different, could be changed. Um, and ultimately, it's just believing in yourself at the end of the day. So, today we will be believing in ourselves, and yeah. How many ticks is this? This is 100 ticks of risk. This would actually stop us out if this did reverse, so we might want to be careful here. It's looking pretty okay. I just don't want to get in too early. That's like the thing. I also don't want my stop loss to stop me out before the draw on liquidity here because I am very early. We did sweep this low. This very well could be going back up to the upside to come up here to the midpoint of this volume imbalance. We've seen that happen so many times. We've seen it happen, I mean, endless amounts of times. So we do need to be careful because the draw is low. However, missing out and not being able to cut a position early after seeing signs of weakness would be, oh my god, I need to lock that, would be not ideal because missing out on this draw is definitely a mistake. So once we get to 100 of risk, I am going to close the position and just sit on my hands and wait. Right there's the 100, right there's 110. It's looking like we are going to sweep this high now. So it is unfortunate, but there we go, we're out there. So we have $50 left at risk on this account here. Right here is our first fair value gap of the day, indicated by purple. Once again, I just think that it was a sweep of liquidity. We're going to have to go up to that midpoint level anyway. I'm going to go ahead and double down on my options right now. They're cheaper. So adding 2 more contracts to the options. Just added there. And now we have 7 contracts total at an average cost of 0.92, 525 put, end of day. So we are going to have to see it happen here. Now the move is just tap us into here, take out this high right there. Let's run that high and then we'll target these lows and then target this all the way down here. So that's the new play. Excuse me. We also have this very large fair value gap up here. I don't think that we'll go back up there per se. But, you know, never know. So our risk is now getting dropped down to 1 contract scale. Unless it's a confident position. Like I said, I don't want to miss this draw because I've jumped the gun too early. The draw is very confident. And these are all equal lows. Like all of these, like this low has not been violated. It's only been met. So, which means this is literally about at, I mean, they're all at 583, dude. 583 or higher, so, or 683, sorry. So we know that that's where orders are. So we know that we are coming down there. Just have to wait to get a very confident entry on a position here. Probably should have moved break even, but I was playing morning volatility. So whenever you play morning volatility, you're gonna get chopped out. You're gonna get shitty sucking. Just things are gonna happen that aren't normal. You can tell this still looks very heavy, so it's literally just gonna take a wick, send us up here, and then start breaking down. And I mean, we're already holding these fair value gaps right here, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and check the ICT Telegram just because I'm curious. Yeah, I mean, he's just waiting as well. I check him because, the majority of traders are ICT traders, and we're fully expecting this to become a choppy range anyway. That was determined pretty much. I mean, it's obvious. It's a no news Monday. Very large economic news coming throughout the rest of the week. We can go ahead and check that right now. So here's the week. We have CPI on Wednesday, PPI. So yeah, and Fed chairs talking tomorrow. So today should be the pretty chill day. So if we don't deliver on this today, then you know, right here is 40. This could be a low. This could be a high. So we're just dipping into this fair value gap here. You could get a really cheap trade to the long side expecting CE of this to come through. Personally though, I don't want to take longs because I only have one shot at getting this right, just based on like my actual drawdown. I have 200 a day risk, and I was definitely in pretty heavy pretty early during the day. Probably should have waited for the 10 o'clock setup. Um, oh well, you live and you learn. So this low, these are equal lows right now. So we're still holding the low there. And the high, so nothing has happened yet. It looks pretty bullish for now. Obviously though, it is bearish for the day. So not interested in anything yet. Actually, the thing that I am interested in is getting a cup of hot tea. So that's what I'm gonna do real fast, is walk over here, make a cup of hot tea, and go from there. The girlfriend just woke up. She looks very beautiful, very tired, but you want tea? Alright, got the tea kettle on here. Still just waiting for price. Very minor volume imbalance right here. This is an indication that price will have to return here, so we can expect market breaker to pretty much set up and wick us into here and then come down and break us back down into there. Right there is the wick on 43. So now we wait. That sweeps the high, meaning that we're most likely going to have to come down lower now. So if you have another contract on options, now would be the time to add that bitch. So that is CE of the new week opening gap, or new day, I don't remember. Pretty sure it's new day. Yeah, new day. So right there, that gap from up here to up there, just wicked into the CE, so now we are waiting. I just want to zoom out real fast, see where that very large fair value gap is. It's up here. So this is that time of day where you're just going to be martingaling anyway into it. So if it doesn't deliver today, then you bet it tomorrow. If it doesn't deliver tomorrow, then you bet it the next day, because this will get delivered to eventually at some point during the week. You just hope that it's not overnight, especially if you're doing options. But oh my god. So I'm waiting most likely for the 947 to come to play here. 947 or 10 o'clock. Those are kind of the times that I want to see things move in our direction. Like I said, could have easily taken longs right here. Personally, I wouldn't have done it, but 160 ticks, 40 points. But because of the risk management, can't do it. But it's always a good idea though to wait for the first fair value gap. Right here is where I want to see price start breaking down. And then I want 46 to be a high. So that's what I want. The tea kettle is now warm. So let me go make some tea. Girlfriend instantly wakes up, gets on her phone, checks her socials. She's about to yell at me. Babe, I'm on the mic. I'm on the mic. I'm on the hot press. This is going on the YouTube. So, I don't know. Alrighty, got some. Oh, this is caffeine free? Are we out of the Earl Grey? Oh wow, one more packet. Yeah, it's all good. I got one. Alright, babe, I need to lock in here. This is kind of what I wanted to see is setting up right now. So, I'm gonna have to focus. I want to see 46 take that right there. And now I'm going to go ahead and queue up one order. Um, that is the discount array setup right now. I want to take it short off of this measuring fib. So I would like to see price not close above this right here. And then I want to get a wick entry to the downside. I'm expecting this to turn order block. And then, yeah, we kind of go from there. But I want 46 to be held. To be held as the high. So right here, this is a very ballsy short. I'm not going to take that. I want to take it after we come back down here and then possibly wick up into it. But you could go short right here, realistically. It's not for me though, but this is setting up exactly how I thought it would. I want to take it off of maybe this wick actually. Let me go ahead and throw two contract order right here. So I have an order on. It's going to be very, very tight to the opening price there. Fuck, I mean, pretty sure that we already missed it, but I mean, that is literally the exact time that I said. So make sure you go back in that video and get a clip of me saying that just for my own ego. But we got a little inversion fair value gap right here. I could take it there. I could. I just don't want to. Cause I gotta be sure. So whenever you have to be sure, you don't like want to rush in. You just want to make sure. But I mean, like I said, we still have the options set up. So this is leaving open a fair value gap here, which would be the ideal setup. So maybe I'll take a contract off of this. I just don't know. I mean, we're wicking down into this right here. So I'm fully expecting price to kind of roll. I just don't know where it's going to roll to. But I don't want to rush anything here. I would take it off of this right here, actually the CE level. I would. This would be my one trade for the day. See, I wanted to take it off of that wick or off of this new price close. This is a very good setup now. So now I'll take it off of the wick entry of this if we close over it. I'm just gonna go ahead and close my order. Uh, if we close below this IFVG, then I'll take it. Right here is a fair value gap. I'd like to see that be left unfilled. Uh, Personally, I'd rather take it off of the IFVG than that. Reason is these fair value gaps should be left unfilled if it's going to be like the big move. Um, it's just my thought process. I'm going to go ahead and sell here. And a stop loss up here. I doubt we're going to get wicked in, let's be real. So it might just be an options day for now. But still, I mean, let's see. Right now they're not a break even, but they're down 7% because we got in down here. We could have gotten in up here, obviously, but oh well. So now that that's left open, I'm just trying to see here where I want to go. The thing is, I have to be so fucking precise, and that's just setting up for pressure that's unnecessary. Um, I guess that the next entry is literally a wick into this, and then stop loss right there, I'm assuming. Uh, that would be a pretty bold fill. There we go. We got filled there. Gonna have to manage this one extremely close. Um, if we get stopped out, then we're definitely gonna have to sit back, kick it out on our hands here. I'm gonna go ahead and move this risk down once I get more of a confirmation. And that was the sweep, so now our risk is moved down here. We did take that high. So this is an ideal situation. I want to see it kind of clumb down here, and then maybe wick us back in where we could add to the position. But this is pure patience right now. This is an IFVG. So we did actually get a pretty good entry. So would like to see price continue to go down to the downside. I hate trading whenever it's like this, but look at how mechanical it is, bro. It's so mechanical. This is kind of weird though. You normally leave these unfilled, but I guess we're just not coming back up to the top. I'm gonna go ahead and clear up the chart here. But right now, this looks like a pretty solid entry. I don't want to move it quite yet to break even. I want to get more of it. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and move that break even right now. I could totally see us not wicking up there, but I could see it coming in, tapping into this. I just want to be careful, just because we've already had the risk, we've already had that, but it's looking pretty good if we inverse this fair value gap, and then we're gonna bounce to there, come back up, and zap us. So I'll take a partial right here off of this PDA level. Um, yeah. Then after this candle, I want to move the risk to pretty much break even. So I want this to wick into here, this overlap right there. So I don't want us to come out of this. So I'm just going to move it break even just in case that we have another opportunity to get an entry. Yeah, right there. Okay, so we got wicked out there. I'm okay with that. It's break even. Yeah, all right. So we would have went into drawdown anyway. So I'm not mad. Might have to come back up here, take out this, and then break it down again. This overlap up here, go ahead and mark that out too. And that actually might be the entry that we want anyway, is that overlap right there. That's actually that PDA in between those two levels. So I'm gonna go ahead and get an order cooked up here. I'm looking just for a very, very much a wick entry into there. Like a next candle wick me in type deal. Like I said, if I didn't waste my drawdown here, I would have taken it up there on 47. I think that was the obvious one. Mm. This could be good actually. You could take this off this right here. Hold up. Alright, we have a alright, we're wicked in there off of the 50% of that. This is risky, but could go. And we are stopped out there. Okay, we have $30 left. Right there's my other entry. Um, Let me go ahead and just throw an order there, because that was the original entry, if you remember, just to hang out in this. So, it's very bullish. I don't think I'm chasing price. Obviously, I'm playing pretty much devil's line here, but let me mark this out as what it actually is. So that's the overlap. Um, and you would have to see a very bearish candle now to make this happen. Normally I do trail out my positions, but I didn't do that on the either two of my trades. So I could have technically like locked up about $120 profit, but I want to go for that big trade. So I want to go. I'm here to play at the end of the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and move that to break even now. So that's break even there. That was the original idea. I didn't need to take that 50%, but uh, you know, it is what it is. You win, you learn, you win, you learn, you win, you learn. Right here, that's that volume imbalance filled, and we have another one pretty much right here. We're stopped out there, break even. So you could take this whole candle as like a volume imbalance, but I mean, we are just stuck in this right here. So, still just sitting on my hands. Um, I do feel more comfortable though that this wick is that big, but there's no real rollover point here. I mean, we didn't hit C of that. And the only thing I could see, I mean, we didn't even set up a proper whatever. I mean, it's definitely bearish. It just sucks that we only have fucking $30 of drawdown. That's just like never a good time. But we're pretty much waiting now till about 10 o'clock. So that'll be the next execution. Is waiting till 10 o'clock. And if I can add another position to the options, I will. Right now they're down 26%, but I'm not worried. Not worried about those. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. Yep. So, clearly we're just chopping around here. Chop, chop, choppity, chop, chop. So, 50% right there. You could take a long, shoom, send that thing up there, take out this high, break back down. Once again, not interested in that. You can just see though how this first fair value gap plays so well. I'm actually gonna make a template for this. First fair value gap probably no. See, I wish that I could pick like I wish they had like a color picker, dude. Like, I guess I'll mark it in. I'm gonna mark it in like a dark blue and a dark blue and dark blue. And this is gonna be first FVG. Template, save as, first FVG, save. Okay. Now we just wicked into CE there on 58. I could see 58 being the high. It's a pretty bold trade. It's still a trade though, nevertheless. I could take it with one contract right now. But I did miss my entry, so it would have had to be pretty much that right there. I mean, I don't want to set a low here. It's looking pretty bullish. It is looking pretty bullish, but we'll see. I mean, this could set up. This could set up, you know. I would probably get on this 50% of this wick or just that retest of that wick. So I'm gonna go ahead and queue up an order, just in case, you know. So let's see. We got equal lows right here. Still have equal lows down here. They got swept. Right there could be my fill. Not taking it though. That just screams pretty bullish. Wait until 10 o'clock. And if I miss that move, then I'm okay. I can't afford that risk. So I would take it on the next candle though, depending on how this one closes. Um, 17. So this is 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 53, 54. So I guess we're just gonna wait to see us dig into this maybe. Right here is 10 o'clock. Perfect delivery at 10 o'clock. Oh my god. I mean, that's about as good as it gets on 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this is an order block. I'm gonna get in at the median threshold here. Right there. I'm in. I'm out instantly. I think I lost like $9 right there. Yeah, 20 ticks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wait now. We have $20 left, so we have two more tries at one contract. And yeah, that's kind of the thing about losing your drawdown early in the morning. But we're just gonna wait for 10:03 and then hammer it. So I would take this still. I mean, this is definitely setting up OB, so could get in. 20 ticks though is just not a lot. It's just not. So right there is delivery to this up here. This is one. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna keep waiting. I'm just gonna keep waiting. We are having a really hard time closing this as IFVG. Very bullish. Need to see. Yeah, I mean, here we go. So saved ourselves there some risk. Bang. And now we wait for two, which is on the next candle. And we might just have to dice through this entire gap here, I guess. So just keep on waiting. The option, I don't even want to look at the options, dude. The options are cooked right now. Options are down 45%. I'm gonna go ahead and add one more. There we go. We've added one more. Alright. So now I'm waiting on us to wick out of here and then kinda just roll over. I mean, this is about as good as it goes. So sweep this as a liquidity sweep here. And then I want to see price pretty much give me a reason to come back down here and then target these lows. So that is literally the only outcome that I can see happening still. We did get it. Did we get into that? No, we didn't. We're still battling on this wick right here. I think we're gonna leave this unopened today, personally. It just seems like a tomorrow problem. Um, more volatility. But yeah, so this is setting up shorts once again. So I'm gonna get in on the retest here of that right there. Alright, I'm in there short. Um, reason for entry is this right here. I want to see this level hold. I want to play this, but stop loss is now going to be up there. Only one contract, so we're only risking $10 anyway. But since we basically did a sweep, I don't expect us to come back on top of this. So let me move that right there. And here we go. And that's why we do one tick above, and we're stopped out there. So we have literally $5 more to bet with here. It's not looking like a good day, to say the least, but who knows? All it takes is one time. And I'm selling it here. Oh, is that? Okay, well, so we're daily drawdown here, so I guess now we just need to manage our options. Unfortunate. truthfully, but it happens. That's all part of it. So I'm still just watching this because I want to know what I could have done better. Obviously, the first thing I could have done better is not get in positions right here with fear of missing out off of the open draw down to here. Um, especially after this liquidity sweep right there, especially after all of this, and then having failed take this, seeing this, that's a pretty bullish indication off the first fair value gap. Wow, that's crazy. So we did end up getting into that fair value gap up there. Um, pretty nuts. Actually, very surprised that we made it all the way up there. So we did just hit C of the 15-minute right there. Pretty shocked, honestly, that we did that. I mean, clearly, maybe I was just wrong today, and I have been wrong. So, I mean, I don't think that I am wrong though. That's just me. But that right there is the level. Let me go in the 1 minute and actually get that precision right here off of this bad boy. There. So I guess that monthly level is gonna actually have to play. That's another thing is there were no high time frame levels here for me really, so I probably shouldn't have even been betting on this. I mean, these are all high time frame levels, I guess. There's a lot that I could have done better. Um, but hey, we live and we learn. So here's fair value gap. Although I'm not seeing this inverse for any reason really, other than the thing I could see is PD. Uh, Something like this, rejecting off of this. Could see that. I don't know how that works though with these type of high time frame levels. Actually, I do know how that works, and that is because I need to go on the day and actually mark these like this. That way I can get those levels. So let me just put a yellow line here. Another one, that way I can actually grab those levels. Kind of figure it out here. Otherwise, there's no actual price level here. Fuck. Price label. And price label. Thank you. So now we actually have the level that we can go to. There we go. So now we can actually watch how this is going to use the PDA here. So known as that black line. So, I mean, you can see price just reject off of this. I mean, it's pretty crazy though. I mean, this wick is holding us up, so let's take a look here. Could go long. I almost really want to violate my risk management. Like, I can't even believe I'm saying that out loud, but it's just like, it sucks giving 3 contracts up right here for 150 of the RM, dude. Whenever that just was so easily avoidable, but once again, you live and you fucking learn. So, I mean, this just screams it. I mean, but it's been screaming it all day, and I'm just getting shoom, shoom, shoom. So, let's take a look at the options, dude. The options are down. Holy fuck. Options are down 60% right now. That's healthy. I obviously do believe that we will get a better exit, if not the entire take profit. So, not worried. Damn, look at that. Could have been a perfect short right here. And short it right here. Send it down. Stop loss up here. Some position like this. I mean, that's pretty bold. That would really have to set up, but I mean, that is the play that I think could be possible. I'm gonna go ahead and count out the old candles on the high time frame here. This trade's still in play, by the way, but anyways, I'm gonna count these real fast. Head to the 60 day here. I need to go on NQ to do this anyway. Chart's too cluttered. NQ. 60. Alrighty, so we are at 27 here. This was 15, so 27. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. Say the least. I mean, this just looks so. I mean, this is just crazy right here. I mean, if you look, this is where I think that the money's going to go here. On January 13th, what was January 13th? Right here on Monday. We actually didn't go there, so interesting. But we can also get the, oh, that is, so let me go get the previous 60 day, which is up here on Friday the 13th. Drop down to the day. So this is the one I actually think is in play, is Friday the 13th, personally. So let's see, you have 3, and there's 10, right here is 28, and we are in some serious chop. So you have 39, 40 is tomorrow. So I still want to see today be bearish. I'm not worried about the options. Like I said, we did just get stopped out there. That's funny, by a tick. But I would have been scaled to break even, so. I almost want to buy like another account. So just to have two options to trade, just kind of spread my risks. I'm gonna stop the recording and start it again.